Welcome to NYNJPA Weather, your weather source for the Northern Mid-Atlantic. I'm your meteorologist, Stephen DiMartino. Today I want to start out with the water vapor satellite picture as of 10:30 a.m. And what I have circled here are two areas of lifting. The area in yellow is called synoptic lifting or large-scale lifting. This is associated with the upper level trough and a developing upper level low. The other lifting is called mesoscale lifting, and this is over the southeast, and it's associated with instability and basically the development of thunderstorms via outflow boundaries and other aspects of mesoscale meteorology. Why am I pointing this out? Well, notice that one area lifting that's over southeastern Canada is moving towards New England, and the other area lifting over the Mississippi River Valley and parts of the southeast is moving towards North Carolina and the southern Mid-Atlantic. And that puts the northern Mid-Atlantic in between these two areas of lifting. And that's very important because what we're seeing here is that as this lifting intensifies over New England and the lifting over the southeast and southern Mid-Atlantic intensifies this afternoon, sinking air has to develop, and it's going to develop over the northern Mid-Atlantic. And that typically means that the threat for severe weather in those areas where air is sinking is far less than what we originally thought. So as a result, I don't think we're going to see much in the way of severe weather this afternoon. However, I have another satellite picture to show you. This is the visible satellite picture. One of the factors that could have led to severe weather, even though we have this sinking air via the different lifting mechanisms, is the potential for the atmosphere to completely destabilize because the sky is clear and the temperatures warm up dramatically into the 70s. Unfortunately, as we could see this morning, those clouds are not breaking up all that fast. Now, don't get me wrong. Temperatures are going to rise into the mid-70s over portions of eastern Pennsylvania and New Jersey, especially around the Philadelphia metropolitan area and what we call the Delaware River Valley. However, because of some lingering clouds from a strong thunderstorm complex over the Ohio Valley, those clouds are going to move over the northern Mid-Atlantic and limit the amount of instability that could actually develop for this afternoon. So one of the primary factors that could support severe weather looks like it's going to be negated by, ironically, severe thunderstorms that developed last night over the Ohio Valley. So again, I am going to keep in the forecast the potential for scattered showers and a few thunderstorms. And yes, there is a very isolated chance for some severe thunderstorms, especially along the Pennsylvania and Maryland state line. But other than that, I really don't see much of a significant threat for severe weather over the northern Mid-Atlantic today. The surface map this morning clearly shows our warm front having a hard time moving through the northern Mid-Atlantic, but it will eventually get there as the low pressure system that is over Lake Erie eventually moves towards southwestern Quebec. Now, as this warm front lifts north, the cold front will follow from the west, and by around 8 p.m., this cold front will be off the Mid-Atlantic coast. So if you have plans this evening and you want to go out, prepare for a few scattered showers around 7 p.m., but other than that, I really don't expect much of a significant impact after 8 p.m. for many locations throughout the northern Mid-Atlantic. In fact, the latest guidance even suggests that no showers might develop at all because of all this sinking air that develops over the northern Mid-Atlantic. So we might actually just luck out here with this cold front. Behind this cold front, high pressure is currently over the Canadian plains back through the southern plains, will build into the northern Mid-Atlantic, and we'll end up with a dry yet cool weather pattern for the end of this week. Now let's go to the European model guidance from the Penn State E-Wall. And what we're looking at here is Friday evening. Now our high pressure system is now off the New England coast. And notice how the higher pressure lines are trying to build south towards the North Carolina mountains around the Appalachians. This is called cold air damming. This warm front that is moving through the southeast and through the Ohio River Valley and Tennessee River Valley is going to be a major player throughout this weekend. Now, for Friday, because the high pressure system's off the coast, we'll be under the influence of a marine air mass, and as a result, temperatures will be in the 50s for most locations for highs, and clouds will continue to increase as that cool air lifts the warm air that's approaching from the southwest. And at 850 millibars, you can see all this warm air that's sitting over the southeast is moving towards the northern mid-Atlantic. But you see this green area? This is moisture. And what we're going to basically see is that clouds are going to continue to increase on Friday evening, and then there'll be a threat for showers for Friday evening on through Saturday into Sunday. Not a complete washout, but scattered showers around the warm front as it slowly moves north. By Saturday evening, that warm front is north of the Philadelphia metropolitan area, but just starting to approach the New York City metropolitan area. So you'll start to notice throughout this weekend a significant change in the air mass that you're going to be under the influence of. To the north of this warm front, temperatures will be struggling around 60 degrees. You'll have a northeast wind, and clouds will be scattered to mostly cloudy with a threat of showers. To the south of the warm front, you'll see a dramatic clearing with temperatures jumping up into the mid to upper 60s. And then for early next week, the warm front is well to the north of the northern mid-Atlantic. Our storm track has now shifted well to the north and west of the region. In fact, instead of cutting through the St. Lawrence River Valley, it cuts through the central Great Lakes. So we are clearly in a warm pattern throughout the entire northern mid-Atlantic. And notice that high pressure system out over the Atlantic. Well, let's go up to 700 millibars. I got something interesting to show you. At 700 millibars, the center of our ridge is centered over Bermuda. This is called a Bermuda high. So it's finally back, a Bermuda high that we normally see more in the summer. And as a result, we're going to be under a south to southwesterly flow at the mid levels, which is going to transport plenty of warm air into the northern mid-Atlantic. And at 850 millibars, we can clearly see very warm temperatures are in place at the mid levels, which is going to translate to very warm temperatures as well at the surface, with highs basically in the 70s, possibly lower 80s throughout the entire northern mid-Atlantic. And also notice we have dry air sitting over the northern mid-Atlantic, so it's going to be a very nice start to next week. So this weekend, look for a few scattered showers, but not a complete washout, as temperatures continue to moderate and that warm front slowly lifts north. And then for early next week, we get into a very warm pattern with dry conditions and high pressure and control. Thank you for trusting in NYNJPA Weather as your weather source for the northern mid-Atlantic. I'm your meteorologist, Stephen DiMartino. Have an excellent day.